Great. I'm glad I did all that for you. Technos Japan, fuck you.
Wow. The end. Oh my.
God. All right, buddy. How long did this take us? Did you say 3 minutes or 3 hours?
Yeah, 3 minutes. It took us 3 minutes.
Dude, I'm all
and 2 seconds.
3 hours.
3 hours and 2 minutes.
God damn it.
You see that?
I think you were pretty
I was
shaky.
getting nervous.
I told you, man, in the end, jump kicks take it.
Oh, fucking hell.
How stupid was that? I softened him up, you gave him the finishing kick.
That's right. Oh my god. This was teamwork at its finest, actually. This was good.
It really was, man.
Okay.
This is the one time that you and I did exemplary teamwork.
We did.
Fuck.
But this actually leads to a very interesting question now. What do you give this game for difficulty? Because overall, I honestly don't think this game is that hard. It's like we have said for like certain other games because of like controls and stuff like that. It's hard, but for the wrong reasons.
The mechanics completely and utterly fail this title. You should not have to precision jump in a game where jumping is A and B together.
Yes.
You're asking for trouble.
Mm-hmm. You should not make your super hits and your power moves like your knee and your uppercut. You shouldn't have to input like a series of buttons like, oh, when you come up from your jump, the moment that you land from your jump, push forward or whatever direction, and then A and B, or A or B, and that's how to do the move, because it just is so goddamn inconsistent.
Yeah, that's the problem, is the fact that the controls are so sloppy.
There's
so no way you can pull off those moves consistently.
No, I think the only consistent way that I actually started getting used to was that getting up from an attack, because all you do is just you spam right or left and then A.
Forward and attack.
Forward and attack.
That's pretty much
like literally that's all I was doing at the end was like, okay, if I got knocked down, oh well, you know what? It's uppercut's coming.
The illusions were stupid. The final boss was a joke. You remember in Trojan when I fought Achilles? Mm-hmm. How I pretty much just timed my hit every time to just hit between his guard? Yeah. That's how he felt.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he felt.
Well, I'm so glad that you ended up getting him like that, because when I first fought him, like there was like no rhyme or reason to him.
Well, that's the thing, is playing single player, this game would be a fucking nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's gunning, as you could see when I was playing by myself.
Everybody's gunning for you.
Everybody's coming for me. Yeah. There's no way to fucking hit anybody.
Yeah.
So it's like 2 players, I feel, is the only way to make this game happen. Because then you can spread out the aggro, as they call it.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't know, man. Difficulty-wise, I would honestly say this game is... It's middle of the road.
I'm going to have to give it a 5.
You get so much life. You honestly do. Enemies take away so little hit. There is no threat.
You're right. And I completely forgot that halfway through we decided that we were not even going to do Warrior anymore. We upped the difficulty to the highest difficulty.
We went to the highest.
We wanted the best ending. Yeah,
which is weird for us. We just usually shoot for an end screen. But this one, we went for a true ending.
This one, we actually learned from the instruction booklet, because we were doing it on the, where is it? Where does it say so? Oh, here it is. So on Warrior, just like the arcade version, in this level, the Black Shadow Warriors will be more difficult to defeat at the end of this level, which has 8 missions in all. Now, the back of the box actually says there's 9 missions in this game. And I thought, why are you only doing 8? So I read the next difficulty. Supreme Master, beyond the arcade version. This level takes pure Double Dragon prowess and is recommended for black belts only, because we have fucking black belts.
Hell yes!
It includes the 8 missions of the Warrior level, plus a 9th level, in which you must confront the elusive mastermind behind the entire Black Shadow operation. They spelled elusive wrong, but
they don't even know. You don't even know what his name is.
His evil powers are beyond anything you've ever encountered, which I don't know about that. Machine Gun Willie kind of.
Machine Gun kill. Actually, Willie was a one-hit kill.
Yes, he was. Yeah. And actually, I'm not gonna lie. Jimmy was actually like the Grandmaster of Double Dragon 1. He was tougher because of the inability to like string combos together against him. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's why we upped the difficulty halfway through. But I would still say that this game gets a 5 difficulty, just because, yes, it is frustrating that there is no continues. It's literally 3 straight lives. But like you said, you get a shit ton of life, especially at the middle, like the normal difficulty. You can take a lot of hits without any damage ever registering on your life.
The only guys who ever really fucked us up were Dolph.
Yeah.
The Dolph Lundgren guy. Even Abobo really didn't do a whole lot of
I would even say that Dolph wasn't really that exceptionally difficult for us when we got into a tandem.
It was just a matter of reach.
It was those guys that just constantly jump.
The ninjas. The weird ninjas, yeah.
So, and in addition to not taking too much damage, the levels, even though there's 8 or 9, depending on the difficulty you do, they're not that long. They're really short. It just gets frustrating to not have a continue where you have to start all the way at the first level.
Double Dragon 1, at least, like, some of those levels were long as hell.
Long as hell. 1 and 2 were short.
Oh my god.
3 was long. 4 went on forever.
Yeah, 5, honestly, it does feel middle of the road. It's definitely the easiest of the Double Dragon
I would say it is the easiest.
Trilogy, I guess.
It is the easiest of the Double Dragon trilogy. But at the same time, like,
it's still a pain in the ass to play.
It's hard, but it's for the wrong reasons. The mechanics of the game, the controls were just shoddy. They were unreliable. The precision jumping on those wheels, on the gears, and when you would land, you had to wait a second, because if you would have tried to jump right away, of course, consistently, that's when you're doing your knee, and I overshot the fucking platform every goddamn time.
Yeah, I hate it. So we'll move into fun.
Oh, God.
I give it a 2. I don't enjoy double...
So...
I'll explain myself after you do. I give it a 2.
Honestly... Okay. It is frustrating.
Yeah.
God, you are not going to agree with me.
No, I probably will not.
No.
But
because I'm between two numbers here. It is frustrating. Some of the attacks are really frustrating, but it got to the point when we were at normal that we actually were afraid that this game was way too easy.
Yeah.
It got tough, but that's because we upped it to hard difficulty halfway through, so we have to take that into account.
But tough wasn't tough. Like, Supreme was not hard.
It really wasn't.
The hardest parts of this game were falling into pits.
Yes, it was.
That was honestly the only threat of this game. We have lost probably more lives collectively to the pits than we ever did to an enemy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Hands down. The enemies very rarely killed us.
For fun, I'm going to give this game a 4.
I hate you.
I know. I was thinking a 5 almost.
What?
Just because some of the music of the game is actually very catchy, but the controls damn this game. And...
Oh, yes.
And just some of the precision platforming that you have to do for a game that does not have tight controls just makes it shitty. So I would give this a 4 because you do get... It's a pretty decent length. Levels are short, but you do get to go through 8 levels or 9 levels, depending on the difficulty. I don't even know how many fucking levels you get to do on practice. Whatever fucking practice is.
The first 5.
Let's see. A good way to master the Double Dragon Maneuvers practice level ends after you've completed the first 3 missions.
Oh, wow.
First 3.
So you go through the first third of the game.
So you wouldn't even, on practice... You wouldn't even go through any of the precision jumping stages.
No.
So that's not even a practice. That's not even practice. That's not adequate.
No.
So yeah.
Why would you even put that difficulty in there?
I don't know.
You know.
So I would honestly give this game a 4 just because the music is decent. As far as a side-scrolling beat 'em up, it can have its moments, but at the same time, it really kind of goes to show that I don't know. As we were talking about, we may have been in Fast Forward. I honestly don't know why the Double Dragon series on the Nintendo was so highly regarded as it was. I think that this is one of the very first games, well, actually second to me, but this is one of near the first games that we've ever played that we've just identified highly overrated game and a highly overrated series.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I was going to go 2. I honestly don't see the charm of this game. The controls are garbage. The fighting feels chunky. It's garbage. Like, Renegade felt smoother than this.
Yeah.
And Renegade looked like crap, too.
Renegade looked like crap in addition to playing like crap.
But Renegade ran smoother.
It did.
Fighting was smoother.
Yes, it was.
Like, this game feels so clunky and shitty. Like, it's not even fun.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why people like this so much.
No.
It doesn't make any sense.
1 is so difficult, and 3 is basically unplayable.
God, 3 is gonna be
2 is the one that
disaster.
everybody remembers kindly because it probably was the one that maybe they didn't beat it, but at the same time
it was playable.
They realized that it was playable and that they had a good time and that they could make it to at least like level 6 or 7 before they got their game over. But none of these games had continues. They only had 3 levels, with the exception of Double Dragon 3, which only had 1 life. You had 1 life bar, 1 life, no continues, that's it.
Did you even get health?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, cool.
I think you got life back in between the levels, and some of the characters that you met along the way you could switch into, although some of them were so crappy that it just didn't matter.
Oh, that's right.
It didn't matter that you could change into them at all. It was just an extra life bar.
Yeah, you could essentially... It was like a TMNT system.
Kind of, only it was a really shitty TMNT system.
I would rather play Bad Dudes.
Honestly.
Bad Dudes was a better beat-em-up.
Bad Dudes was really smooth compared to this.
This game sucks.
Yeah.
This game flat out sucks.
It does.
I don't like it at all.
So then it leads us into the, is it worth it?
What did you spend on this?
Honestly, if I'm not mistaken, I did not spend a dime on this game. I actually got this from somebody, so I didn't have to pay for it.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Well, on PriceCharting.com, as of this video, it goes for $8.90.
Is that cartridge only?
Cartridge only.
I'm wondering how much it is complete.
I don't know. I can take a look, I guess. But if you're getting it loose, $8.90.
Because they do have the box and the instruction book.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
The box is actually pretty nice. I like the artwork on the box too. It reminds me of a comic book work.
$9. $8.99. Complete, $40.
Oh wow.
$39.50.
I don't know about that one.
Would you say this game is worth it for $9?
Honestly, I was going to say that because this game is so highly regarded that maybe it is worth it to at least throw it in your collection. However, I'm going to be completely honest, and I can't answer for the way that I think that people want to hear it, but I'm going to answer the way that I feel.
Be truthful, man.
This game is not worth $9.
I don't think so.
It's not worth it.
I hate it.
It's not worth it. $5. If you can't find it for cheaper than that, then just don't pick it up. There's a lot better beat 'em ups. To be quite honest, Mighty Final Fight, I hate to say it, it's a really super expensive game. It's over $100, probably over $150. But honestly, I would rather pay that, and I would say that game is damn worth it because I enjoy every second that I am playing that game, and I've played it multiple times. I've went through it multiple times, and every time I play it, I enjoy playing it.
Mighty Final Fight is so endearing.
It was.
Just because it looked great, it controlled great, you had moves that worked.
Yes.
You could do things.
The controls were so tight. The graphics were awesome. Not saying that the graphics in this game weren't awesome, but at the same time, you had it really looked almost like just a very slightly upgraded version from Double Dragon 1, which you would think that this game came out in 1989, and that was a couple of years... Wait.
Yeah, it was a couple of years after the fact.
No. 1989, so it was actually one year after Double Dragon, but you would think that they would know, like, okay, so this is what it used to look like, okay, now we've got more technical... ideas of how to do this, so let's make it look better. They really didn't.
No.
Soundtrack was a little bit better quality because there was more variety to it.
The only good thing from this to the first was the fact you could play 2-player.
Yes,
That's
you could play
it.
2-player simultaneous.
That's the only thing that was added. And honestly, now that I think about it, I don't think we have yet to play an Acclaim game that was good. Acclaim has put out so much shit
They did.
on this system. It's starting to hit Radical level. Well, maybe not quite.
Don't go that far. Let's not go that far.
But Acclaim is starting to get the
really,
feeling to me in the NES era they just suck.
They didn't know what they were doing.
No.
That was, and in fact, I am curious though.
I think I did misspeak that way. Radical is fucking terrible.
Yes, they are.
But this
hold on a second.
Acclaim is starting to play a bunch of or starting to give a bunch of shit. Like they're not good.
Oh, no. They were the
Publisher?
They were the publisher.
Who was the developer?
Technos Japan. Which Technos Japan, they
Is that Phantom Fighter?
No. Technos Japan was River City Ransom, which is actually
that's a pretty good one. Actually.
It's a pretty good one. But they did that. Was it? Well, what's the Super Dodgeball?
Super Spike V-Ball?
No, Super Dodgeball.
Oh,
they did too. So it's. But still, I mean, is American Technos to blame or is Acclaim? Acclaim to blame.
I just don't like Acclaim.
Either way, I'm checked out.
Me too, buddy. I am fucking starving. It is later than you should be.
Yes.
So hit us up on Twitter.
Hit us up on Facebook. Way to screw up that order. Go to PowerTripGaming.tv. It takes you right to our channel. Check out all of our other games. You can check out our playthrough of Double Dragon, because I think it was just as frustrating. Actually, nope, that. It was not as frustrating as this one was.
Double Dragon was actually pretty good.
Double Dragon was epic, actually. Yes. So check it out. Check out on Power Trip Gaming. Leave a comment on this video. Let us know what you think about Double Dragon 2, now that we've just told you that we absolutely despise it and hate it, and that it's not even worth $9.
If you guys like it, hit us up with a comment to say
let us know
you like it. Maybe it'll change our mind. Maybe we overlooked it just because we're frustrated, we're tired right now.
That could be it. But we would love to hear from you to see what you guys think of this game.
Absolutely.
Because like we said, this is a very highly regarded game, and I find it very hard to believe that me and Andy could both be so blind as to see why people feel this way when we obviously don't feel that way. So
we vehemently disagree.
We want to find out what is so charming about this game and what you like about it. So let us know.
Awesome.
So next time on Power Trip Gaming,
we play something better.
Goddamn right, we're gonna play something better.
Double dragon.
Double fucking dragon.
My flabby muscle.
My not flabby muscle. Flabby.
Marshmallow. Get it right.
Marshmallow.
I hate you.
The marshmallow factor.